To a new chess instruction video. Today we're going to take a look at how to checkmate with a basic endgame pattern of the king and the rook versus a king. So this is a pretty fundamental pattern that you need to know. In this position, the kings are right next to each other. They could be anywhere on the board. We'll go over this one more time, but the kings can't talk to one another. We're covered through all three of these spaces both ways because the kings can't, touch one another or attack one another. So if you are in this position, the next step is to push the other king back. So you take that king, the king can't move forward and it has to push back. Now you can chase the king with your other king, and as they get next to your rook, you bring it to the other side of the board. When they come back, you push the king back again, and he's going to chase your king. That's the idea. If you get your rook attacked, he might get a draw. If he takes that, let's say we make a bad move, and now it's a draw. So if we go back, you don't want that to happen. You're going to take your rook and go back the other way. If they still run away, you just chase them down the board until you now have this across from one another. They call this the opposition, and you can push them back one more time. And they're obviously going to chase your rook again all the way to the end. You push it back this way. When they come back here, if I go here, they're going to move forward, and then I can't, they're going to escape. So the idea is to make what's called a waiting move. You can take that waiting move and go here. So now if they do decide to go here, you can just checkmate them. If they decide not to go that way and they go the other way, you just chase them down again. Just like this. Now when they're across from you again, you take your rook, and now it's checkmate. We'll try that with another position. Okay, from here we have another similar position. It could be any person's move. We'll pretend for a minute it's white. Now their king's already on the side of the board, so one of the things that is a nice thing to do is you have two moves. You can either move the rook here to block them through this rank, or you can move the rook here, which will then block them from moving forward off of this rank, because the rook will see all of those particular. Now the king can't move forward because now you've blocked it in. So now the idea is just to chase the king with your king as you move forward. And we're going to do the same pattern again. We're going to make a waiting move. All right. When they move back, it's checkmate. If they don't want to move that way and they move this way, you just follow them along. There we go. One of the major things is sometimes you think when you're in the corner, oh, black just moved, I can checkmate them. You have to be careful. There is an escape square when you do that. So just be aware of those types of things. I hope you found this instructional. If you did, please leave a comment. Maybe you have some other techniques. When you get to a rook and pawn endgame, sometimes it gets really tricky. One of the things that gets really tricky is when you get your king right next to your king, and then he gets his king in the middle of the board, and then you do stuff like this. Okay, what do I do? How do I move forward? You have to get your king away. Or your rook, I'm sorry. If you don't get your rook away, the king will just keep attacking it. That's the whole idea. When you chase it, then you do this. It's really tough. You're like, well, why can't I make progression? You have to get your king out of the way. And then when they move, you can make a waiting move, and now you have, this is opposition here. So if you're one square away from the king in either any direction, you have the oppositions. Now when they move, you'll move your king all the way here. When they move back, you make another waiting move, so if they come back next to you, you can push them back. I hope that makes sense. As we kind of go through this, you'll figure out that it's pretty much a basic pattern. Anytime the kings are across from another, you can push them back and then checkmate them. I hope you found this instructional. If you did, please leave a comment and a like. Share it with your friends. It really helps me out. And please stay tuned for more videos where we talk about other mating patterns and other basic principles in chess. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great day.